Alright guys, welcome back to Persona 3 Reload. Last week we met in Persona 3 Reload. We just did some social links and stuff like that, nothing too crazy. And yeah, we're just continuing that right now. Because, yeah, well, technically we're continuing school, but we're continuing social link parts. It's going to be a while before we go to Tartarus. Or actually, I think actually the end of this session is when we start making the process of going to Tartarus, if that makes sense. Because, again, as I've mentioned before, you can kind of tell when I'm about to go to Tartarus based on what I'm doing in the evening. But that's besides the point. So Persona 5 X releases today, or actually it released... so apparently I did preload it on Steam, so it is like loaded to play on Steam, but I haven't opened it yet because I just haven't gotten around to that, because I wanted to record this first, and also I was just hosting movie night with some friends of mine, and we were watching the Minecraft movie, so I wanted to do so. Yeah, I haven't had a second to sit down and play a little bit, but again, I don't have many thoughts of Persona 5 X besides, you know, it looks just like a gacha game in all honesty, but I mean, I'll play a little bit of it and then I'll let you know my thoughts about it when I record next week's parts of Persona 3. It's weird talking about Persona 5 during the Persona 3 Reload Let's Play, but, I mean, I already did a Persona 5 Let's Play right when Royal came out, which was a dumbass move on my part, but I don't care. I am considering doing a Royal playthrough, but not now, not now, probably after I finish Persona 3 and a little bit after that, and maybe after Persona 4 Golden Revival. Persona 4 Golden Revival. What? I mean, Persona 4 Revival. But there's still a lot of parts left to this game. I mean, hold on. I have my file. I have my hard drive with all the session files. We are on session 14 of 27. So it doesn't sound like a lot, but also keep in mind that my session links for every part is inconsistent. Like, I think I have a few 1-hour sessions and then like a bunch of 3-hour sessions.
Especially you. I'm sorry.
Like, it ranges from like an hour to 3 hours. I think I had a 5-hour session. No, I never did. No, I almost did a 5-hour session, but I ran out of, I knew I was about to run out of data, so I had to cut it at 3, so that's probably why it's the 3-hour session. Like, I think there's a session that's like 3 hours and 40 minutes, and I had to cut it because I could tell I was getting close to filling up my hard drive, filling up my computer. But, oh man, I honestly forgot that we started the Fortune Arcana. I thought we started that back in, like, fucking... I thought we haven't even started it yet, but we're in Rake 5, apparently. God damn, I didn't realize. Oh, no, I do remember starting it because one of my favorite clips that happened from this Let's Play was, when my cat Penny, she was getting in a box that was on my bed, and she fell, and I was laughing. And it happened like right at the same time as a character collapsed, and it was like one of the worst out of context moments in my entire life. But yeah.
As in overseas? Hiraga-senpai's amazing! Hey, are you guys from the art club? Have you seen Hiraga? He's in the faculty office now for... Hiraga! I've been looking everywhere for you! Mikari just fainted! Come quick!
Huh? Oh, okay, got it. I'll be right there. I'm very sorry, but I'll need some time to think about this.
He says he doesn't want to be a doctor. But he just can't ignore people in need. That's how he is. A doctor's son with such an eye for art. I never thought I'd be so jealous of a student.
Trying to come up with things to talk about, but there's not a lot, especially Persona related. Because, I mean, for Persona 5X, I mean, I don't have much to say because I haven't played it yet, and I haven't really been keeping track of it. Because, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, I'm not saying I'm tired of Persona 5. I am very aware that Atlus has a habit of milking whatever major Persona game is out right now. They have a habit of doing that, especially since Persona 4. Persona 4 got that treatment, and Persona 5 is no different here. I mean, if anything, Persona 5 probably got it a little bit worse. Because Persona 4 had a lot of spin-offs and guest appearances in games. But, you know, it wasn't as bad as Persona 5, because I feel like I see Persona 5 collab like every 38 seconds now. And then, like, you know, the amount of different genres that Persona 5 has gone into, well, I mean, it's not like a lot. I mean, they did a tactical RPG, a Dynasty Warriors spinoff. They did a dancing game. I mean, not to say that any of those are bad. I mean, I'm pretty sure people don't like the dancing game, but that's because the remixes, you know, the songs in the dancing game aren't good, meaning that, well, no one wants to play the dancing game if the music's bad, if that makes sense. They probably should have waited a little bit to do Persona 5 dancing, but that's just me personally. I played through Persona 5 Tactica, and I liked it. I liked it for the most part. I mean, my main thing against it is that it is just way too basic. You know, as someone who's played an ass load of Fire Emblem, and I mean an ass load, you can tell that Persona 5 Tactica is just very beginner friendly, because there's just I can't really think of any way to lose in that game. I think I had only like one mission where I struggled, and that was because I just wasn't understanding because there is certain missions that required one solution in order to beat it, and it was just a side mission anyway. But in terms of like actual like main story missions, I can't really think of any mission where I struggled and got a game over, or even just had a character die. I can't really think of any instance where I had that happen in 5. And then again, I played on normal mode. I play on normal mode for almost every game I play. You know, there are a few exceptions, but, you know, I play on normal mode most of the time, and usually there's nothing, and especially in Persona 5's case, there's nothing really too hard about it. But Tactica was just so brain dead easy. I don't want to say brain dead. There were, I mean, maybe I understood how the tactics worked and was just able to break it. Hold on, I'm gonna do something with my thing for Persona 5X. I need to add that to my Persona folder in Steam. It's gonna bother me if it's not in there. Sorry, it's just gonna bother me. What was I saying? I was saying something. Tactica isn't hard. It's not brain dead, but it's certainly not like. It's not challenging. It's not like, oh, this is, you know, it's easy to understand, especially if you take especially, you know, once you took, right, this was added to the remake. So there's actually a monsoon, about to happen, but in the original, this scene didn't exist. So usually it was just, or a typhoon, sorry, a typhoon happens here. So, but, in the original, Makoto always show up to the dorms drenched because you got caught in the typhoon, and then you end up sick for a week. At least here, they give a justification on what delayed you, which I kind of like. But again, this is another one of those scenes where Takaya and Makoto interact, and it's, you know, there's nothing really interesting here.
I see. For now. Then I assume her symptoms have arisen. Considering Kirijo's resourcefulness, you would have had access to the suppressants as well. If you already know about the suppressants, that simplifies things.
But like nothing in Persona 5 specifically, in any of its games, has ever really been hard. Unless you're intentionally trying to make it hard, like limiting what personas you use or what type of moves you have and stuff like that. But, and I mean, that's really good for, you know, if you're looking for an entry point. Same with Reload, by the way. You know, if you're looking for an entry point in the Persona series, Persona 5 is great. It's not, none of the Persona games are connected in terms of story, except for 1 and 2, really, kind of. I would say you can get away with without playing Persona 1 if you want to play 2. I could say that, I think. Because I don't really remember how strong the connection between Persona 2 and 1 are. I know it's not that strong. But like Persona 3, 4, and 5, none of them are connected to anything. They aren't connected to each other by any means. Yeah, there are some cheeky references to each other every now and then, but it's nothing too crazy. What?
You tread upon your gifts like dirt, and in doing so, reveal your own arrogance. It disgusts me.
Man, dude, seriously, you really can't put on a shirt even today? There's a typhoon about to come.
If our beliefs are at odds with each other, and neither side is willing to concede, then a battle is unavoidable.
Can future me edit in a unavoidable battle from this game? I know I won't because I'm an asshole like that. You could say it's a battle hymn of the soul. Or would you rather say a mass destruction? I don't know. Or it's going down now.
Such a shame.
I'm still waiting for Makoto to say this is my Persona 3 reload. I'm still waiting for it. Yeah, so here is when in the original it would cut here, and you would end up getting sick for about, I think, a week, which was really fucking stupid. This is just the game's excuse to not have it's such a bullshit thing to happen, because that's basically the game's way of saying, ah, fuck you, you wanted to hang out with Social Links next week?
Sucks they'll be stuck indoors for vacation now. So, what you gonna do over break? Seriously? Dude, you're killing me here. What about you, Fuka?
Me? The only thing I plan to do is go to the movies.
I heard Morbius is going to be in there.
Movie? Do you have a date?
It's not like that. I'm going with Natsuki-chan. We actually talk about movies all the time. But with this typhoon...
Yeah, for some reason she says that Venom 3 is the best out of the trilogy. Quite frankly, I disagree, but okay.
I don't know.
Actually, Venom 3 wasn't that bad. I mean, it wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible either. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
This stupid typhoon is gonna mess up my training.
Oh, boo-hoo!
I'm not sure yet. Why are you so curious about our business, Iori?
Oh, me? Well, I'd be happy to tell you about my plans.
Are you gonna stay in your dorm all day eating nothing but frosting out of a can? Damn it, how'd you know?
We still can't release her.
Man, Ai-chan, you must be psychic. And you know what? She even told me she wants me to come. Oh, man. I can't believe she said that. So I figured I should probably check up on her. You know, with the storm and all.
What's with him? Why is he all excited?
He literally just told you.
Well,
Akihiko, were you dazed?
Oh, Amada-kun, what are your plans during the break?
Oh, I'm not really doing anything in particular.
Come on, you gotta be doing something.
Oh, I'll probably go visit the shrine.
Dude, you're a kid, not an old man.
I always go to pray, though. I guess you could say I have a wish I want granted.
Oh, I just realized I can hear the typhoon in the background. And I didn't realize that until just now. I wasn't paying attention. You know what? I was paying attention to the fucking dialogue. And then also I have headphones on for this, so.
Okay? Just holler if you get stuck, yeah?
So Shinji, what you doing for your break? No, okay. We'll never know.
Hello there. I have a suggestion.
So unfortunately, due to the fact that we got sick, 1, we can't go to Tartarus tonight, and 2, we can't hang out with any social links for like a few days. Damn you, Takaya! He ruined our plans, so this is probably the worst thing Takaya has ever done to us, and probably will always be the worst thing he did to us. Takaya is now on my enemies list for this day. Can't even study? This is bullshit. But like, so yeah, this is actually the game's way of saying, "Ha, fuck you, you're not getting social links this week." We wanted to make it a little harder for you.
Been waiting for you. It's been quite some time since I last summoned you in your dream.
Yeah, that was like, what part are we on? 66? Yeah, that was like 50 fucking parts ago. The fuck, dude? At least Igor in Persona 5 summoned us like every 38 seconds. Yeah. Been using theurgy. Not really.
To be direct, I sense a great catastrophe in your future, but it would be a pity to lose one with such potential as yourself. Therefore, please allow me to provide you with a new form of assistance. I will unlock further secrets of fusion previously unrevealed to you. I am certain that you will find this to be of great benefit.
Yep. So now we have new combinations for special fusions now. Which, thank you, Igor. That must be, good. That must be nice of you, I guess. I don't know.
We meet again. Farewell.
In about 30 minutes when you decide to fuse random personas for social link purposes. Yeah, okay, we lose 3 days. Bastard. I'm blaming Takaya. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have gotten delayed. There's a fucking fly in front of my screen. That's what I'm seeing. Nope. But I literally love Shinji's emails. I guess we're continuing Shinji's social link or linked episode. I always want to call them social links. I don't know why. I know that's a personal problem, but I always want to call them social links. I know they're not called that. God damn the bitrate again. Why didn't I? I swear to God, I'm an idiot.
My bad.
You still sick? Hold on. Are you contagious? Back up.
I got a favor to ask you. Give this to Kirijo, preferably while you're at school. I haven't suddenly decided to go back to school or anything. That's a form to extend my leave of absence. Don't make much sense to be in an extracurricular squad if I get expelled. But I'll drop it if I can stay absent from school. Going myself would be more of a pain than it's worth. Plus, it seems like Kirijo depends on you. It should be pretty easy to hand it off if you do it at school. I'll pay you back for this, so help me out, alright?
Hold up. Why does Shinji sound different?
This has nothing to do with him. Besides, I already know what Aki would say.
Is it just me or does Shinji sound different in this scene?
Huh. I don't see you two together very often.
I might be going crazy.
You guys doing back here in the middle of the day? guessing that's not the form for returning to school. Hey, if Shinji keeps this up, you'll be his classmates next year. You and Junpei should practice addressing him casually. In fact, go ahead and boss him around a bit.
Don't I already do that?
They'll get expelled. We're gonna finish the battle this year. I've got no reason to stay enrolled after that.
It's like, don't I already do that? I'm the leader, aren't I?
You know exactly how concerned Mitsuru is about you. You know what this form means to her, don't you? Don't tell me you forgot your promise.
Oh.
Sorry. Didn't want to drag you into my problems, but still counting on you for that.
It might be I'm just going crazy, but Shinji sounds different.
Never seen Shinji ask
Like, it sounds like the voice actor, like,
never say it.
I forgot his name. I truly did, and I don't feel like looking it up right now. I'm sorry. I don't feel like pulling up behind the voice actors right now. But it sounds like they just kind of,
Even just being
like,
able to stand a guy that
it's like, it's not like the voice itself is different. It's like,
bet you don't back down from anyone.
I think the way to phrase it is the inflection sounds a little different to me. I might also just be crazy and not remembering as well. But I don't know. I might be just going crazy. You know, now that I'm actually listening to the dialogue without having a controller in my hand and stuff like that, you know, just, it's kind of weird how I am sometimes, where playing the game that I'm, you know, playing the game I'm Let's Playing versus watching the part for the commentary is really weird to me. It's really bizarre. Also, you notice how much of a fucking idiot you are when you're watching yourself play a game in, like, a year in the past. Yeah, this is about a year in the past, isn't it? When did I record this? This is session 14. Oh no, this was Swopes. This was recorded back in January. God damn. I know the first session was like back in October of last year, I want to say.
Sorry.
It's like, oh, Junpei, never mind. Nope. So I guess we're technically finishing off Koromaru watching his TV show about wolves. They're still out there. But actually, this is actually where, after you do it 3 times, you do learn Koromaru does learn a new ability. I think it's related to his theurgy, but I can't remember. Want to be the leader now? Please, take it. He's like, want to be the leader? Here, take it. You know how funny as hell it would be if a dog was leading the party? In all honesty, I'm still trying to place what Koromaru's breed is. You know, I'm not... You know, for one, I mean, I know it's not a real... I know it's a combat characteristic. That's what it is. Anyway, what was I saying? So yeah, we have a new combat characteristic for Koromaru. So as long as he's in the party, that'll have a passive effect. Meaning that, I think he had Auto Secunda, which means that enemies' evasion and accuracy will be lowered at the start of every battle. And it'll only be for a few turns, but it's, but as long as Koromaru's in the party, that happens to them. But, I know Koromaru's not, you know, I don't think Koromaru's design, I don't think Koromaru's a real, I know Koromaru's not a real dog, I know that. But, I mean, I'm sure he's based off of a particular dog breed. I'm not really versed in my dog breeds, you know, forgive me for that, but I've never seen a dog with those kind of eyes. I mean, yeah, hold on, like, I'm kind of curious now. Yeah, I'll Google that. Is a Shiba Inu. Or he's based off of Shiba. I'm gonna apologize for if I butcher that pronunciation. So it says he's an Akita Inu or Shiba Inu. It says either or according to Reddit, but that's not really a... Apparently he was originally envisioned as a Dalmatian, but his finalized design was a Shiba Inu. So, yeah. That's what breed Koromaru is. Okay. I don't know what the fuck that is, but and I don't feel like Googling that right now, so... Man, I'm lazy. The keyboard's too far. Honestly, I'm surprised the produce didn't get fucked up from the Typhoon. I was like, oh man, my harvest got fucked up because of the Typhoon. What day can I harvest those? That's at October 4th, right? Oh shit. Well, I am looking at the date on the thing, and we're getting closer and closer to that. And if you've played Persona 3, you already know where I would be going with that if I did go into it. But I will not get into spoiler territory just yet. And I have finally decided where I'm going to start putting the spoiler warning for Persona 3 and Persona 3 Reload in at the beginning of every part. I will be putting it at the beginning of the part of October 4th. So that's probably going to be about 3 more weeks of parts, I want to say. Because usually I do, what, 2 or 3 days apart? With a few different factors, depending on Tartarus, too. So it might be a little bit longer than that. Stop.
Oh, good boy. Good boy.
The hell? Oh, it's just Jasmine.
Is Koromaru in good hands here?
It's a give and take. Yeah, that's true.
I thought so. By we, I take it you mean everyone in this dorm looks after him.
No, he means the Nintendo Wii.
You found somewhere you can relax again. Oh, don't you worry about a thing. You can live wherever you choose. I have to get going. Take care now, the both of you. What's wrong, Koromaru-san? I see. So that's what's troubling you.
Okay, can we stop playing the vague game?
Earlier, she offered to take Koromaru-san in at one point, but at the time, he still had unfinished business to attend to. Of course, she is unaware of that fact, so in all likelihood, she may still carry the wrong impression about Koromaru-san's feelings.
Makoto, Wii? What do you mean Wii? Nintendo Wii?
Oh, it's you again. Is everything all right?
Can't no shit. It's like, alright, you're gonna have to sit down for a few minutes because I got a lot of shit to explain to you. So every day at midnight, for some reason, the power goes out and this giant tower pops up at Gekukan High. So Koromaru and I go in there to explore, and we defeat a bunch of giant monsters all the time by holding a gun to our head and screaming Persona for some reason. And, well, what do you mean? What do you mean you're calling the cops?
So really, I'm all right. But thank you for being so thoughtful. The way he's by your side, he looks just like he did.
Honestly, though, that does sound like something that would happen. They're like, imagine explaining the plot of Persona 3 or Persona 5 or any of the newer Persona games, any Persona game for that matter. Like, imagine just, like, you know, like, I understand that that's the point of Persona of the series, is that, you know, the kids can't tell anybody about what's going on. Because in Persona 4, you know, how the hell are you going to explain to Dojima that the people who fall into the TV world are the ones getting murdered? Like, how are they going to explain the TV world to Dojima? Dojima would just look at him like he's crazy, like, you's crazy. Like, what? And then Persona 5 is the same way. It's just like, it's like, so we go into their head and then steal their shit from inside their brain. And then, like, they just, like, I mean, actually, no, now I'm thinking about it, Sai Nijima, when Joker was interrogated in 5, she had the most logical reaction I have ever seen out of anybody in the Persona series when being told all that stuff. You know, just saying that, are you fucking crazy? You know, saying that, you know, cats talking and all that shit. Like, I actually did like that. Like, she was just like, what? Like, I still wish we saw her reaction to the fact that Morgana transforms into a fucking bus. Like, I just, like, imagine she's just like, I'm about to quit. I also still would love her reaction to Joker just going into explicit detail of everything. She's just like, can you, like, stop telling me about every single fucking book you've read? Because, like, after a while, she just stops giving a shit. She's like, yes, we get it. You read a book, but, like, what does that have to do with the Phantom Thief stuff? And what? Oh, is that the end of the session? Oh, I thought we were going to Tartarus next session, but I guess not. Well, I'll see you guys next time for Persona 3 Reload, because I'm pretty sure we're doing more Social Link stuff. So see you guys next time for more Persona 3 Reload, and take care.